stops. And here is a fight. Oh, dearie me, a huge accident. And that is Salvador Duran. Over and over he goes and into the catch fencing and over the catch fencing as well. He raises his hand saying, I'm okay.
An enormous accident at the back. Car launched meters and meters into the air, and it looks like another driver who tangled with Ben Barnacote, and we can't quite make out who that driver is.
Oh, we have only 7.5 minutes plus 1 lap left. Oh my!
Huge accident, a huge off. Ryan Tveter had spun, PK is involved, there was another car that's airborne as well, and the race is being stopped straight away. Red flag shown, and Ryan Tveter was the catalyst for all of that because he had spun. Piece it all together. This was the lead battle, turning its way through Yentwood. He gets a little bit scrappy in midfield. Lando Norris was one of those locking up. Right, on the outside line is Bortoletto. He turns in and just launches himself over the front of another car, cartwheels his way into the gravel, ends up upside down from another angle. There he is, he's airborne as he comes into shot, and having ridden over the wheels of another car, that just launches him into a very spectacular accident indeed.
Still at Brands Hatch because of this huge accident. Phil Drybreath in that Aston Martin riding up the back of a slower GT4 car that itself was trying to pass another slower GT4 car. Drybreath, huge accident.
Out of the car, that looks a huge accident. Let's take a replay. Puncture rear right, and oh, that's a huge impact with the barriers.
There it all is right there.
Right there,
wide,
comes together.
Wide.
5 wide, yeah. Nowhere to go. Josh Berry was stuck right in the middle and nowhere to go.
And that, you know, we talked about Jeremy Clemens, right? And that's the negative to starting in the back. But that's about where he was. He was running 18th anyway.
Now inside, 3 wide, inside. Big wreck here.
En dan gaan we aan boord bij Esmee Kosterman. Voor haar neus Maxime de Witte. Die komt heel wijd uit, te wijd, gaat eraf. En waar moet ze heen? Ze kan eigenlijk helemaal nergens heen op het gras. En dan raakt ze hem kwijt, kan er eigenlijk helemaal niets aan doen. En deze impact is hard. Hard genoeg om ervoor te zorgen dat Esmee...
And angle of approach to this dune. That was a big roll.
Newville very quick at the opening split, as I mentioned.
No!
That is Tanak then very much off the road.
That's still going.
That's unrelated. Scott Maxwell hits the brakes and it just goes, doesn't it?
Right.
And
No,
sideswipes the Aston.
Yeah, I think he obviously didn't see the Aston there alongside him by the looks of it, unless there was a problem on the Mustang that caused it to turn.
Take a deep breath, everybody. He's absolutely committed. He hits the wall, first of all, on the right-hand side. Kirchhoffer is a passenger, gets airborne and almost does roll over.
Went over.
I think that went over. Lost it at Skyline.
Too
much curb at Skyline and hits hard. Oh, man. The right-hand side of that.
To the inside. Here comes Hamlin up the outside. Wow. Crash into the wall, into the air. Goes Newman.
Upside down.
In a shower of sparks on his roof. Ryan Newman comes across the line.
Tries to go to the outside, then the inside. They lock bumpers and turns Ryan Newman around. Upside down he goes. Corey LaJoie coming along, making contact.
Just lifting Newman's car up and over.
It's going to have to be recovered from there, and this is how it happened. Just the back end of the car stepping round, and once that does that, you are a passenger. My goodness, Nico.
Hole exiting turn 3. He high centered on the exit curve.
Ooh.
Oh boy! Vicious hit turns in. Willpower again makes contact with another driver. Oh!
All yellow, full force yellow.
Didn't Willpower
to third position?
Yeah, Gregoire Sose, I think one of them, the 93
Oh, there's a big
car.
crash right underneath the old circuit. There was a touch there. This is going to bring out the Megane RS safety car.
See him loose under him. His car on the outside got loose underneath of him, going for him. You're trying to make up time, you're out of time.
Jeez,
Last
what a
lap.
hit.
That is a shot right there. That car completely off the ground.
And that's, you know, Mario Gosselin, equipment, a team that doesn't have the resources and got to race again tomorrow night. Very difficult.
Tail, you can't really see the flagger, and he just gets into the back tire and drives right over the top of that car. And another example of how the safety screen is really, I believe, just saved Rinus VK's life with that.
Good on the onboard. Simon slows up. Rinus, it all just happens so fast. You have almost no time to react in that situation.
Not very. Last time he high-sided, of course. What was that at the end of last year? Blimey, that's a horrible crash. Good. Right performance. Here we go then. On the inside curve. Goodness me.
Come on, let's just look at the replay of Danny Fiat. Now, we've seen a lot of cars getting caught out by the wind, the gusting wind around Silverstone.
Yeah, right rear tyre, puncture or let's call it a puncture for now.
On the left-hand side, Caldwell on the right, Zendelli hanging on to it, and then there's the spin for Ollie Caldwell. Will he be collected? Yes, he will, unfortunately.
They won't. Here's Ollie Caldwell just getting a tap right here, and they always say you only have to nudge a single-seater smart enough to get his hand off the steering wheel.
Left rear with a big dent in it as well, and he followed off the, oh my goodness, that's a huge impact.